Sunday. Today, let's make a little index card for good beats because I want to acquire a grail or panda. I'm going to get started here. Going to watch some blocks. We have some guests. We'll get started right after this. GM index card GM.
GM, how are you?
Doing good. Yeah, just let's see. This is I'm calling this episode like a sidequest Sunday. Quick kind of legal disclaimer. This is not financial advice, not legal advice. Just playing a game here, doing a little side quest. Do not, this is entertainment. This is entertaining content that Index Card and I are producing. So welcome to SideQuest Sunday.
Yeah, I kind of like the name. Fits with our little theme. But I've had Little Block Party open, I think, since we had Al on however many days ago that was. And I've been trying to get a index card in a business suit for some time now. I haven't seen any. I've seen lots of suits, but no cards. But yeah, I guess today we're looking for a more general index card. If it happens to have a suit, that would be a bonus for me. But you're kind of at the mercy of the blockchain here.
Yeah. So what? Show us your little block party setup. Show us how are you connected?
Let's see. Chromium tab. I may have to. Let's see. It may take me a moment. Yeah, I may have to mess around a little bit to get the window, specifically just this window open. Let's see. Where is it?
Is your
Can you do just like a Google Chrome tab?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, it won't let me for some reason. Let me go into. Problem is, like, I'm all over the place with browsers and wallets. I have my main wallet. I only really use it in one browser, and then I do all my work in another browser. That way, I can never kind of confuse the two. I try and separate them.
One of the goals here is we really want to teach good hygiene. So why don't we separate this workflow then? I'll display Little Block Party. Does that show up for you?
Yeah. Okay. Because I guess you could see the same thing that I can see. We're synced.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a delay.
Seems pretty accurate. But yeah, this past week I do most of my work in one browser, and I have kind of like a wider screen, so I keep all that on the right, and then I keep Little Block Party in kind of like a smaller window on the left side of my screen, or sometimes on the right. And I've gotten pretty good at just like spotting an index card out of the corner of my eye. So I've seen a few index cards, but I was really looking for the suit. But there was a couple of really nice ones that I wanted to settle that I just didn't.
And so what you want a suit for your own self or for Al or
I was thinking of for Al since it came up. Once I get an idea, I kind of just I have to try and see it through. So just the name business card. But if yeah, for my good, I guess if he's willing to trade, then hopefully we can kind of snag one today.
Yeah, and that's sort of what got me to kick off here. Yeah, Mike has this awesome ETH panda that I really, really want. And so he said he's willing to trade it with me.
Yeah, I think I could pull it up actually. Now, 5. Let me share my screen real quick.
And yeah, this episode kind of casual. If you want to join us, posted a link to join us in the Lil Nouns General Chat Discord. Yeah, if you want to join us on the side quest, if you're doing your own side quest, you should feel free to join us. Oh, there he is.
He looks pretty sharp. That Noggles with the panda, oh, it looks clean. When did he acquire this? October 16th. Wow. He's had it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Ethereum is, why all this works. Whole Nouns experiment, it's all because of Ethereum. So, yeah, pandas, we love Ethereum. Really be an honor to be able to get this one.
Do you have an Infinity accessory or Infinity Panda at all?
No, I'm definitely interested in Infinity, but I'm not quite ready for my character arc to get to the Infinity stage yet, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, as we're ramping up to get on chain, so you and I have to get serious about, our lils and how to get stuff on chain. So yeah, I really want to secure another panda and my first ETH panda, Lil Panda.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't really like an official episode or unofficial episode related to our prop, but we kind of have like our goal date to go on chain now, I think, right?
If we work backwards from what Cardno told us, where does that put us going on chain at?
Let's see. I gotta pull up the Lil Nouns contract just to verify. Etherscan. Let's see. We gotta go to the. Well, I guess. Trying to find.
Oof, about $21 to settle now.
Yeah, I guess a little bit up there, but trying to find
It's a preview of the market to come, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the just find the Lil Nouns kind of contract here. I think Little nouns. Who votes? I guess Al votes. Voting delay 13,140. I don't know where to put that.
Come on, we gotta have this on screen. You gotta be showing us this.
All right, let's pull this up. Got so many tabs open, but StreamYard.
Okay, so you got to start from scratch here.
All right, I went to. Well, this is like one of the little nouns contracts.
We'll start from little-nouns.wtf because it's not too hard to get here from there.
Let me see. It's edgy to stream. I don't want to show anything.
You know, how sick would it be if we could just have the little block party as like a third viewer, or like in a little corner that just shows each block? That would be a sick feature.
That would be kind of amazing. OX5D. Let's see, contract creation. Is it OX5B? Which contract is it? OX5D. So this is kind of like, I guess, how I would do it. I don't know. My back. I gotta find the right tab. Which tab am I showing?
Okay, I'm gonna just take over for a sec and show you. So I'm at little-nouns.wtf.
Yeah, I just have like a lot of windows, and I have a lot of stuff I don't I don't want on screen. But yeah.
So I just clicked on treasury, and then it took me to this ether scan. And so this is our treasury. But then to get to the main contract, what do I do here? Go to like events.
I could show you how I would do it if you want next.
Okay.
Just to make sure I got the right tab.
Oh yeah, here's the transaction. This is the initial. This is the Genesis transaction. It did that set everything up. Created this. And then this has like a governor, right?
Here, I'll add my tab to stream real quick.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I think this is the right one, right? It's moving? Okay. So we'll go. But there's a bunch of different contracts, deployed at once, and they all kind of interface. But obviously, we're trying to get like the governance part. So I would go DAO here. Just click this one into any prop, and it was proposed by Wiz or whoever. at this kind of
Friend of the pod.
transaction. And so in order to put a proposal, you have to interact with the contract that we want to look at. So has it caught up?
Oh, when it opens.
It opened in
the
same. Okay. So we clicked it. Window. Okay, here we are. Looking at the contract. I think it's here. Yeah, down here. Voting delay. Voting period. So voting delay 13/140. Voting period 19/7/10. I believe it's different than Nouns. Like Littles has not followed everything that Nouns has done. Nouns has extended theirs quite a bit. Actually, almost extended past the maximum in a transaction. A proposal failed once because of it. But yeah, so 13/140, and then we got to work back.
And since it's denoted in blocks, and a block is now every 12 seconds, right? 5 blocks a minute.
Yeah, so 5 blocks a minute.
Blocks an hour.
Looking at like 2,600 minutes, roughly.
So if you divide 13/140 by 300, that should be the number of hours, roughly.
Yeah, it's about 43.8 hours.
Like not quite 2 days.
Yeah, a little under. That's kind of crazy. That's brief. Nouns is at like 5 days, I think. Although sometimes that feels too long.
And you know what we should be thinking about is
really, yeah, you go.
Let's backdate our prop to like prime time to make it like an event.
That would probably, for me, like we both have to be available at the end of the proposal, right? Those last couple hours or so.
I think it's basically got to be like a Thursday prime time.
Thursday night, right?
Yeah,
Thursday after work, roughly speaking. Obviously, we're in different time zones. Everyone's in different time zones. But even like UK people, plus 5 hours or so, they may still be awake, or at least catch some of the end. So yeah, we want to end roughly Thursday. I don't know, like 10 p.m. Eastern, the latest, right? Or 11? You tell me what you think.
Yeah, I think late. Yeah, like prime time, not too late, but like say 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. I mean, the other interesting thing is, and what
we do like Thursday 9 p.m. Eastern, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
Where's that? Because you're a couple hours. So all right, that's their goal, roughly around there.
Yeah, and so then to be clear, then we're talking about Thursday. April 7th. Yeah.
Where are we at? Yeah, Thursday, April 7th. April 6th. April 6th, sorry. Yeah. Thursday, April 6th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And then we have to kind of subtract both of these periods. So should we just do it? I mean, do you want to do it separate, or are you just going to add the 2 periods together to do only one calculation? I kind of like having, I guess it probably pays off to have both separate so we know when it actually goes live.
Why don't we just do it in Figma, and if you can kind of take the lead.
All right, let's. That means are you sniping a little then, or?
Well, I'm kind of looking, but I'm also kind of. I just got a great shout out on Vaughn. Just got some great encouragement from Envon. Um, and kind of funny, I'll send you this, but
Okay.
yeah, I sent him one of the early episodes of this season, and he responded back. He said, "Hey, I'd like to see an episode with Al on how to get a prop passed, the politics, the psychology of pricing it, etc." That would be an interesting conversation to me. The funny
Yeah, we
thing,
could. Yeah,
we did that already. That's
sort of.
literally we did that.
All right. Get my Figma. Good. Get a little bit wider. Okay. Prop timing. Goal. Unnecessary for it. All right, voting ends. Voting period equals 19,710 blocks. Voting delay equals 140 blocks. So, I guess we kind of did the voting delay, but let's say one block is about 12 seconds, right? Should we double check the current statistics?
Sure. How would the best way to do that be? Would that be on Etherscan?
Let's see. One month. Yeah, on Etherscan, I'm kind of just looking at like daily transactions. Average block time 12.1, 12.1, 12.1. This is for the last month. 12.1, 12.1. So it's roughly 12.1. Which I don't know. Should we get that specific?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know.
It might add up. Barely, but average block time over the last.
What we could do is we could let's not do it, and then let's see how far off we are. That'd be funny.
Okay. Let's put
the
it
story.
12.1. All right, so this is kind of how you did it, but 5 blocks a minute, right? 12 seconds per block. And then that would be 300 blocks an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just did this. Let's see. Okay. So we'll do this one first. And 710, right? And for this one, 13,140 divided by 300. 43.8, I think it was. Those are short. Okay. So it's kind of like our base here.
So it's like roughly 5 days. That means
should I total it?
Yeah.
So what is that, 109.5 hours?
Yeah. Four and a half days.
Are you in the Figma or not?
Yeah, I'll get over there.
Yeah, 4.5625 days, I guess, technically, I think.
Yeah, so like we can almost schedule episodes 4 and 5 now, or three and 5, 2 and 5, 3 and 5. Fuck if I know.
Yeah, so let's say, okay, so 109.5 hours for April 6th, 9 p.m. Eastern. I think it's EDT, right, currently?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's early. So 109.5 hours before equals roughly, I didn't do this math, I used someone else to do the math, but let's hope it checks out. Sunday, April 2nd, 2023 at 7:30 a.m. EDT. And then we'll go.
This will be a fun episode, by the way. The intro is going to be like, yeah, good morning. I woke up at block 2542 in order to submit this. We show Etherscan.
Tuesday, April 4th, sorry, 2023 at 3:18 a.m. EDT.
Infographic coming.
Kind of, right? We could. Although, I mean, I think I would have thought about this anyway, but probably owe it to Carno to make this kind of like actually like make us sit down and do the math here on it.
Yeah. And I learned this, my first prop 54. I had no idea. And I believe we failed like exactly because of this timing. But then my second prop, I didn't get this detailed, but
technically we're not as detailed as we can be. I don't know what StreamYard's on right now, but 12.1. How much does that alter it? Right.
Well, I mean, if you want to run this, go for it. I mean, it would be.
You can kind of roughly do the math if you want without actually getting this intricate. But
How
yeah,
many
let's say
are there in a day? Be 60 times 5.
86,400.
$6,400. Yeah. Okay. So.
I think that's right, or did I just mess up? Yeah. Well, I guess we could do probably do it this way: 1970. 1970 10 times 12.1, right?
Yeah, so my first prop ended on a Wednesday, middle of the day. My second prop ended
13,140.
Sunday.
4 cents. And so 23,849 seconds before April 6th. EDT. Take this here. When do you think voting goes live? What's your guess?
How far off is it? 40 minutes?
Half an hour on voting goes live. Plus 23,849. It's me trusting, I guess, some software to do some of these calculations for me, but I don't feel the need to verify. Trust the software helping me out here. That's kind of the difference here. Even earlier, which is going to be, I don't really know how reasonable for you.
Well, I mean, only one of us has to do it, right?
Yeah. You got the experience of submitting that prop. Could pay off.
Well, I mean, I'll figure it out. I mean, like, I'd have it all ready to go. It's, it doesn't have to be a full 2-hour episode.
We could reenact the submission of the prop. But yeah, it's
pretty
much 4:35 a.m. your time it should go if we want it to end at 9. If we have it end earlier, then it would just be more of a later night than early morning. Sunday, April 2nd night, you gotta start checking calendars. I'll be around.
Oh, we need posters. We need, we need a bunch of.
Should we put flyers up in real life?
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like we should start advertising our times, and instead of Eastern time, advertise our times at block height.
I mean, roughly, we won't know the exact block because there are like fluctuations, but we'll have like a rough idea. Fluctuations are like infrequent, but you never know. So predicting the actual block right now, I think would be impossible. But I'm also not necessarily, I think I have some sort of experience and familiarity, but I'm definitely not an expert.
I mean, I will say, when you display the time as just like a block, it's a lot cleaner. You don't need any of these like suffixes. You don't need any, pluses or minuses. It's way cleaner.
And then this isn't even technically that accurate because it's really like 12.13 or 4 or 2, but it's close enough. I'm not getting that crazy.
All right. Well, this is still a ways away, right? So we've got some time to prep these episodes.
Yeah, Sunday, April 2nd. So really, we have to have the prop done Saturday before we go both turn off for the night.
Yep.
And then voting goes live on April 4th. Voting ends April 6th. Wow. I kind of like, giving it this much attention and focus. Obviously, people have probably passed props without caring about these nitty-gritty details, but it's like, it's kind of respecting the process and like respecting the intensity of going on chain and asking for funds.
Yeah. And there was a prop to change it, but I guess it was defeated.
At Little Nouns?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like, I guess, where my knowledge has a gap with littles.
I gotta say, like, the further you go down the rabbit hole, you start to see how much the process makes the substance. Like, for example, with this dynamic quorum, man, it makes it way harder to pass props, in my opinion.
So I think this might be it, but Prop 67 set voting period to 5 days and voting delay to 2 days. It was defeated. Interesting. For a moment, I thought the screen didn't load, but I remember this time in littles because I would get pinged every once in a while, or just see people like in a frenzy to try and get votes. But Al proposed it. 288-4, and that was it.
Not even close to quorum. Not even close.
Yeah. 288, no against, no abstain, but just didn't get the people going. I don't know.
Now compare that to Prop 64. Go back just 3. This is probably my proud.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Little sandbox. Yeah, I was always in the Little Nouns Discord, and I still had notifications on, so anytime props and stuff went up, you get the like announcements and everything, and I would check them out. But I wouldn't go that deep necessarily. So I always kind of was like vaguely familiar with what was going on, but not to the level that I would be at like Nouns at the time.
Yeah. By the way, we should pencil in heavy marketing. Like the Lil Nouns show is Mondays, right?
Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern, I think.
So we submit Sunday.
I sort of had conflict around that time, but not like a strict conflict. It's just that I would have to alter my routine, I guess.
Well, I mean, I can do it too. Like, and in fact, I think it makes sense for us to split up.
Ooh, Panda on a little block party, but not what you're looking for.
Oof. But yeah, what we'll be able to say, or what I'll be able to say on Monday is, look, our prop is up. Go look at it. Voting starts tomorrow morning. We want your vote. Boom. Watch the votes roll in. And, the other thing is we'll probably go to a 24-hour mode during the votes. We'll just watch like the bot.
Really?
Well, you can just set up StreamYard to just watch, or maybe the channel in Discord that shows votes.
All right. I didn't watch Little Block Party this whole time, obviously doing all the math and stuff, but haven't seen anything too interesting yet. And I have to run shortly, but at least we actually got something done, even though it wasn't the original scope of the stream.
We got something important done because
this is really important, actually.
Giving us a sense of urgency and timing.
Kind of.
And it also makes our prop unique. Like we can post. Like I don't know if any props have done this. We could say like we are definitely going on chain roughly during this block. Watch us do it.
We need some. You got to do media appearances, right?
Make that a Figma card.
You like the cards, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Figma
Try
card.
to get away from the cards a little bit. I don't know. Here. Or you like the purple? But I forget what everything. Oh, you have one over here. All right, I'll just go to you.
Yeah, this should be Figma. And it's just like this is going to be promotion for this episode.
I'm following you on Figma now, streaming.
Yeah, I'll clean this up. I mean, we got some time to prep for this.
All right, anything else? I got like maybe 10 minutes or so.
No, I might throw a little block party on. Oh, there's a microwave, but sort of a puzzle.
Yeah, did you see Mike? Mike Good. It's got to have green noggles too. That's a tough one.
Wait, what does he need?
In the general chat Discord, he wants it to have green noggles as well.
Wait, he'll only take a green noggled index card? I mean,
start negotiating.
Did he specify like which brand of green? Like, are we talking gunk green or like grass green? I mean, come on.
I mean, there's only, I guess there's like 3 greens, right? Grass, the teal, which I don't know why it's called teal, but unless I'm crazy if that's teal, but and then frog green, I think is the other one. I don't know. I got it open here.
Oh man.
So we need a business card and a green card.
Yeah, but I mean, the business suit is only what, 1 out of every 100 little indexes.
There's 2 suits, so either or.
I will say that this job of watching the blocks is eventually going to be replaced by AI.
Yeah, I think it kind of. I mean, it can be like right now if someone were to do it. I know you weren't you talking about doing it or trying to get your team to work on something like that?
Yeah, there were a couple people. Oh, there's an Ethereum lint ball.
Blue too. That's a nice one.
Ooh.
Like if you stare at this long, there's some really, really good ones. I like littles a lot. I'm also glad that they move consistently because when I used to sit here and do a pre-merge, man, sometimes it would kind of drive you crazy. They would just fly by in a few seconds. And You just start seeing things.
And I gotta say, the lint ball definitely looks better in my eyes after having English on.
I think Lint might be up there as one of my favorites. It's just like so random and obscure, but everyone kind of gets it.
Oh, look at this, a hip couch. Oh, that's cool with these noggles. Wow, this one is dope. You see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing about this: the hip rose glasses sit on the couch slightly differently.
Kind of, yeah. The extra notch, pixel, whatever. I like hip rose. I don't know. I could see like the other noggles being removed and it being okay, but hip rose, I like hip rose a lot. I don't know. Maybe I should get a hip rose index card next for little nouns, not big nouns, obviously. But
dude, I don't know. Removing things from the protocol, that just seems so vicious. Like, we're gonna just delete your glasses. I mean, it just seems brutal.
I think it happens eventually, but I don't know when or which trade gets pulled. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe as the protocol grows, it gets more difficult to get consensus on such a thing.
Oh, is there a garlic noun? Oh, nice. Oh, a hooded garlic noun. That's pretty. Seen this thing? 656. Oh, and a great number.
Yeah, I think this is the last auction of the art mattered ones too.
Ooh,
Grass
warm
noggles.
background, hoodie strings. Oh, I love the mouth of the garlic because this is exactly the color that kind of overripe garlic gets.
Yeah, it's such an accurate color.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
It grows it starts growing a little bit.
Yeah, and the hoodie with this orange. This is a beautiful noun, man. Wow. I couldn't believe that Onion was thinking about rebranding to garlic.
It's outrageous.
It's preposterous.
I like the Onion and the tiers that I think Goldie mentioned, and I shared the thing that I had created the other day with the noggles with tiers included. But yeah, the tiers are, I think, a nice touch.
Oh, they're a beautiful touch. I mean, it's like and that's the thing that's so just fun about nouns. It's all those little Easter eggs. I discovered one in the accessory the other day that really, really gave me a chuckle. I'll talk to you about it off air because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, I'm interested.
But yeah, when you peel the layer of the nouns contracts, there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there. Little bonsai. Like, this accessory looks off here.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's tough to fit on the little canvas, kind of all these accessories, but some of them a little better than others. Kind of like the infinity symbol too that we were looking at that one time. It's not really an infinity symbol anymore, and I don't know if you could make infinity in littles, but I've thought about like maybe one day, now that I've spent more time in littles, just going through all the traits and like redoing them a little bit. But that's kind of a lot of traits to go through.
Well, yeah, I mean, and there's some like zombie stains where you and I have the same accessory, but you have more stains because you've got a bigger body.
Yeah, I think like that's like we have one right now actually with the hip retainer. I think that one's probably fine. Maybe you can mess around with like shifting a pixel around or two, but that one's mostly okay. The infinity one I've noticed a lot recently. It just looks a little bit off.
Well, if you look at what we're streaming in the bottom right, it shows both those infinities. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, it's right there. So yeah, like the one on the left, I don't even know how you would do it, but let's see.
But it kind of makes it fun. Like it's different.
Might have to run sometime soon as well. But
I like this. This pirate ship reminds me of an NES controller.
you know what I noticed about Yeti and Sasquatch? You see like that pixel with them where it's supposed to be the noun's mouth.
Yeah.
What is that actually on the Yeti though? It's in a weird place. Oh, index card, but not the nice one.
Oh.
It's almost. It's not quite there. But yeah, that Yeti, I don't know what he's.
Are we letting this index pass?
Yeah.
Clean. Nothing on his body. Oh.
I've passed on a few already that were really nice.
Man.
I mean, I like them all.
But this does have green glasses.
Sort of. We were close.
Dang it.
Should I have done it? Nah. It's an expensive commitment. Not just money too, but it's like getting a pet. You got to really think about all the work that goes into caring for the noun.
That is something I've been thinking a lot about. And the difference between like buying new versus used, because it kind of flips things on the head. You think about like adopting a dog versus getting a dog bred. With lils and with nouns, it's kind of the opposite. It's like buying a new one is sort of better for the protocol.
Yeah, I think I always would get new, personally. Well, unless maybe I know there are a couple of index cards out there that I don't own. I think the burn address has one at least, but.
Oh, this clutch is also one of my favorites. The mouth. Okay, so now Mike says it doesn't need to be green, just trolling. But he thought that one was kind of plain Jane. Oh, man. Mike.
Yeah, I understand. You want what you want.
But yeah, whenever you got to bounce, feel free. I think Mike's going to hop on the show later.
Okay. I'm just kind of waiting around for the call up. Try and squeeze out some more blocks here.
Shout out on Pence, by the way. He's doing a pretty interesting art project. That's sort of very similar to what we're watching here, Old Block Party.
Is it nouns related or just similar?
Sorta, not really.
Not really, yeah. Okay.
It's so it's a 5-block thing, and it has a countdown, and it's all on chain. But the interesting thing is, and I'm going to have him on. This is Gorley right now, but the money gets burned, so you get an NFT, but the purchase price just goes to burn. So it's sort of like you can buy art, and by buying it, you make ETH more scarce. So you make like all ETH holders kind of richer, sort of.
Okay.
And then it's on.
I like it. I like the idea.
It's on a VRGDA pricing mechanism. So he hasn't decided on the parameters, but it's all on chain. Everything's on chain. Like this NFT is on chain. Yeah. This really came out of the same principle of watching little nouns on the block party. The idea of just like watching stuff that changes in every block, or in this case 5 blocks. It just doesn't have any other dependencies. It's just kind of interesting.
Has he released any other projects before this? Like kind of on his own idea?
No, he's kind of afraid. I mean, not afraid, but he's just kind of like, he doesn't think of himself as an artist. He's like, he doesn't want to make any money. He's got those kinds of typical hangups.
Yeah, I have those too.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
he hasn't completed his masterpiece, like the index card. Like, I feel like you your best art is you've probably already created it,
I guess so, right? I started with my first thing was the best.
I mean, how are you ever going to top
that? Probably not, really. I mean, we'll see. We've got some time left to determine that, but very likely I won't match up to that accomplishment. Piece of work, yeah. And if that is the case, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
like I'm happy it was the index card. I don't know any other object I'm interested in quite like this one.
Yeah. You know what else index card would be good as is pillowcases. Like a very designer, nice pillowcase that just has the index card pattern. I feel like those would be great accent pieces on a bed.
What about the entire bedding? Like, back in like the early, I don't know, like childhood, you get like the themed bedding set. The whole bed is index card out. Yeah. The novels are only on like the pillows or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I bet? Oh, that's not a rat. That's a kangaroo. Mike loves rats.
I also thought about, well, yeah, I guess, there's the unisock, so you can never match up to that. But, like those classic gym socks with the stripes at the top.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, kind of like you start with the red and then the blue, but I may get into like small release stuff, I think, in the future. Like just like choosing the first item. Repeat that?
You mean small release physicals?
Yeah, of like any variety, like limited edition, a 50 run of socks or something. I don't know.
Dude, don't you have to start with index cards?
Probably. I mean, I guess I could do whatever I want, but
Just acquire them wholesale, maybe like put a light watermark on them or something.
yeah, I've tried to ideate like what would be the best route for that, and I mean, I also reached out to a company once to try and do more of a collaborative effort than kind of just finding the manufacturer myself. But it died, like kind of like randomly one day. I know there's like a thing about when you're talking to people outside of the world to try and limit the amount of NFT and blockchain and crypto talk, but it kind of just feels a little misleading to me. I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are.
It feels misleading.
Yeah, to like negotiate and talk about maybe a collaborative thing, and then not even mention that any of like the NFT crypto stuff. I think that's why my talks died. I brought it up at some point.
Oh, and you think they didn't want to touch crypto?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also just confusing. Like, hey, I'm this index card. All right, I gotta run, but enjoy your
Side quest.
yeah. All right, I'll see you later.
Later, man. Mike, how are you?
What's happening?
GM, man, just watching the blocks here.
There's a little index. You had to hop off.
You had to hop off, yeah.
Yeah, I need a index card to represent my time as an index card delegate.
That's right. I've seen you voting.
Trying to. Getting, yeah. Man, like you said yesterday, no votes are the hardest votes to cast. And it's true. But sometimes you gotta hit that no every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, totally. Yes. What should we jam on? Should we get you an index card? Should we work on our builder prop? What feels like a good...
I feel like we need to do a little bit of both. So let's definitely have this up on the side and try to snipe an index card, for sure. But yeah, let's try to wrap up our prop if we can for at least a couple minutes. You saw what I sent you, the kind of like the card. You don't want to call it the Panda Show, like overall. You just want to have like the series name underneath, just like the Builder DAO series.
That's kind of how I think of it.
Like, what is your channel called?
Little Panda WTF.
So do you not think it should all be kind of like nested under that, or it should just be like different shows?
What I'm thinking is there's going to be like a season called like the Builder DAO season, and that'll have all of our stuff from this prop.
Yeah. So instead of the Builder DAO series, we could just call it the Builder DAO season with Lil Panda and Mike Good, but it's still technically your like overarching Panda TV, right? Like the streams are kind of all in the same vein of like hopping on, doing live streams with Panda and guests, basically.
Yeah, and I see that as like at Lil Panda WTF more than like a Lil Panda show or season, because it's like some of them, like I'm doing this whole season with index card where it's really not the Lil Panda show. It's like, let's play Lil Nouns.
Yeah. You don't think that's just like the series though? I guess not.
Let's pull up how you did it in the Figma and let me take a look.
Yeah, here, let me share you on my Figma.
Okay.
Lil Panda WTF at Gmail.
Lil Pandas plural WTF. Stupid, I know, but
I just invited you to my sheet. It's just one of my like fuck around sheets, but I have this stuff over on the side. I could copy shit out of yours and paste it in here and like work on it, you know, but I can't.
Sweet. Okay.
More like this top one then maybe like, or I mean, we could just get rid of it, but like I'm thinking like, what's the title? Like my original thing was like, all right, it's the Panda Show, we're the Builder DAO series where you're doing this series with me, and there's 4 episodes. So like, you know, episode 1, 2, 3, 4. But we could call it whatever. I just thought like it would be good to have it like the name of your YouTube at the top or whatever it is, like whatever the YouTube channel or wherever we want to drive people towards. Like if it's lilpanda.wtf or www. You know.
Yeah, I just don't really want to build a website. I guess that could be like a link tree. Maybe that should just be a link tree. I don't know. I mean, I think I think just at Lil Panda WTF.
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, I really liked when someone once said, like, what if you just had a consistent like you are a TV channel basically, and like anything can come up on the Panda TV channel. Like it's a lot of different shows are on Panda TV, but like when you're tuning on to that channel, like what channel do you hit? It's like I'm watching Panda TV today. Oh shit, it's the Builder DAO series. Oh shit, it's the like Keep Down Weird series. Oh shit, it's like random stream with Panda and Cardno, you know? Talking about X.
I think just at Lil Panda WTF. Like that's the name of the channel. And this is a season and there'll be other seasons. Like really like the TLD I want you to come back to is like Lil Panda. Like my character with my pink purple noggles, my zombie stains. And I mean, really, you could switch those. It could be the top line could be the Builder DAO season with Mike Gunn.
It just feels weird. The Builder DAO season. Like it feels like a subtitle to me.
How about the Builder DAO prop?
like it feels like the subtitle. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Maybe we can go that route. Like let's try it. Like the Builder DAO series.
How about the Builder DAO prop?
I was gonna say maybe the Builder DAO tapes. So it's like Builder DAO interviews or the Builder DAO session. I don't know, because then it doesn't really define what we're doing. Like that could be any Builder DAO prop. There's been like hundreds, you know. Like people might think it's an actual. I feel like we could say something about the prop at the bottom or something like funded by prop number whatever from Builder DAO or something, or like funded by Builder DAO. I like the Builder DAO sessions. Maybe that could work. Let's see what this looks like if we just pump up the size here to like 100. Oops. Oops. Keep fucking up. I'm really not that good at Figma.
Tell me about it, man. Me too.
I like it like this. And then just episode 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I like the word sessions, but now I just feel like I'm nitpicking shit. Yeah, I feel like this could work. The Builder DAO sessions with Lil Panda and Mike Good. Episode 1, Zhao from MF for Builder DAO. Maybe we could put a little line like funded by Sponsored. We don't need that. Let's just leave it plain like this. Cute. And then each one can, do you think we put their logo in here also? I think we just leave it simple like this, not try to squeeze in their PFPs. And then each one of these is kind of the same. Maybe we could just have a different Noggle color. I think you mentioned that earlier. Boom. And then, yeah, I think like these with a little explanation uploaded to the YouTube in order in like a little playlist. Perfect. And then we just need to release a couple clips to go alongside each of these. And we're there. Did you see Chris's post this morning? I sent it to you. It was like saying that they didn't have like a shared like a mission. And I feel like Isaac said something about that in his talk. He was like, BuilderDAO should be considered the shepherds of the nouns.build tool. And he kind of like talked about that for a second. Maybe we should cut that out as a clip and almost use it like a way to promote BuilderDAO, BuilderDAO's mission, you know, like join BuilderDAO if you want to be a shepherd of nouns.build kind of a thing. I can't hear you if you're talking, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah, you are. I haven't heard anything you've said for like 5 minutes.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, what I was going to say is I think you got to be looking at me.
Oh, like rotating? I know.
Yes.
Originally, I had that, and then I was like, it looked weird. It just looks off when a little noun faces the other way to me. It's kind of odd. I don't know. Maybe that's just my personal preference. I had it like that, though, in the beginning. We could try to flip it, even though I can't flip it because I ungrouped everything like a fucking idiot. Here it is. Group. There it is. You like that second one better? Like that?
No, I guess you're kind of right.
Right? Doesn't it look a little awkward?
Yeah.
Or should we have me like over there and have like the Isaac like in the middle or something?
I'm recreating it here on my machine anyway because
Okay.
the color on those layers I made doesn't work. It's a see through, so I had to have like a background. I think I got it.
And then, yeah, I don't know how far you got with that clip, but yeah, I chopped up Isaac. I had to cut a lot of his shit out. Isaac spoke the most out of anybody. So, like, we did lose a lot of his conversation in my cut, but I think I got, like, the meat of it, like the good stuff that we need for the builder DAO part. And then we'll just put in the notes of each of these, like, you know, link out to the StreamYard with the longer session.
Do you see mine here?
Yeah, watching you.
So I'm just thinking I make the one here a little larger.
Yeah. Call it out for the first. Yeah, I was just thinking majority of it is like a similar, and then maybe we throw in some other elements for each person or something. Or change the background or change the noggle color or whatever it might be.
Well, I think the builder DAO noggle stay.
Yeah, just like keep it basic.
Does this look janky?
Let me see. The one might be too close or something. Yeah, I think maybe keep it down at the bottom, like big, and then like have Zaug, like the one could be like 2 lines of text kind of worth, and then like Zaug, I would maybe spread it out a little bit more. It's like feels a little too collaged, you know? Like I almost lose track that that's the one. I feel like we should probably say episode 1 instead of just 1.
Thing is, 2 elements, like to me, this isn't balanced very well.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's why it was just like
This. It could be down in the corner.
Yeah. And then it could say like alongside, maybe. Like I would I wish I could draw on there, but I can't.
I mean, these are the cover for the YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like it's just gotta say like exactly what it is, right? Like not just their name. It's gonna be weird. Just like, what does this mean? Builder DAO prop Zaug? Like I don't get what we're trying to get at with it, you know? Like, are we making a prop with him?
So So you think this should say like Ep 2?
Yeah, at least something like episode 2. Maybe we need to say, maybe we should call this the Builder DAO Conversations or something instead of prop, so people know that like it's us talking with people. Or tapes, even Builder DAO tapes, the Builder DAO sessions, the Builder DAO streams. Yeah, perfect. Episode 1, Zaug from MF or Builder DAO, or jamming with Zaug from MF or Builder DAO or something. Maybe it could say that. That's cool. Yeah.
What?
I'm fucking with Al in the Lil Nouns chat.
What are you doing?
We were talking about people getting their fucking votes or whatever for Prop House and being completely inactive here. And I just said, yeah, like Juandi get inactive here, but keeps getting votes from Al. Al gave Juandi from the Dominican 30 votes on their Prop House. And I don't even think they'll even mention Lil Nouns once at their event. But we keep funding the Dominican crew that like is literally inactive in Lil Nouns. They're just, I feel like it's just, they only have the tokens to try to get the ETH when the rounds pop up. And then they delegated all the tokens, I think, to Al, so then they get all his votes. They're smart.
Dude, they're gamers, man.
Yeah. But I mean, I would rather see someone like OX April, who's been applying like 100 times recently, take something down instead of like these dudes. I don't even think they talk about Lil Nouns at their events. Like they don't even mention it in their prop. They just are like, we want to throw a crypto event in the Dominican Republic. Give us your ETH. Which, hey.
Okay, so 1 was Zug, 2 was Chris.
Yeah, Zoud, Chris, Woody, Isaac. I think Isaac's good for number 4.
Is 3 Isaac or Woody?
Woody. Our season finale is Isaac. You think it's fucked to give yourself votes in prop house?
No, absolutely not.
So I should just slam myself with 36 votes on prop house and just say fuck it each time. Just fucking.
I mean, up to you if you want to do it, but I don't have a problem with anyone voting. Like, you can vote how you want. I can vote how I want. Like, the rules are like your tokens, your vote.
Yeah, I voted no on that on the wheelchair stunt for wheels, and I got that Nouner hitting me up in DMs, Noun 64, like, why, sir? I had to like give my reasoning and shit.
Who
It's
hit you up?
What?
Who hit you up?
Noun 64, who put the prop up for wheels. I just think it's a high ask. It's like, what, $150,000 to do the backflip? But like, he's setting it all up himself, and there's no talk about the event even or promoting the event. And then like, now 64 is like tipping himself like $7 ETH or something, or like $7,000 to like make it all happen. And I don't know. I just feel like we could use that, like that money could go a little bit further. He gave some good points about like where he got the price from and what he's comparing it to. He was like using like the animations props and stuff as like some justification, but I'm still not sure about it. I mean, it seems like a lot.
Yeah. But Nouns is so rich. Like, if I was a voter, I think I'd vote yes on basically everything.
I mean, I don't know. That could be the move, right? Like, it could just be like, whoever submits a prop first, you get the money. But I mean, I don't know how sustainable that's going to be long term. Gotta vote no on some things. Like, if you just slam yeses, I mean,
So 150K is 0.003% of the treasury.
yeah. But I feel like his prop is finite. Like, it's, you do a backflip, they do a little documentary, but I don't see how that's going to proliferate beyond that day. That backflip and that 5 to 7 minute documentary following him, like, I'm not sure how that's really going to promote Nouns at all, like, or how that's going to benefit Nouns. Like, if he was doing it as part of like a nitro circus and like attaching noggles to it, but like, he's not even doing it with like a big like event. He's like throwing it himself. He's like, I'm gonna rent the ramp myself, and I'm gonna set it all up myself and like do it in a parking lot. They don't even talk about the event in the prop, or like how many people they plan on having watching this event or whatever. It's just like literally just paying somebody to do what they do, which maybe that's cool. I don't know.
You hear my dog going at his ball right now?
Hey, I was wondering what that was.
Yes, yes. Is you really chomping on this, Teddy? Yeah.
I once wanted to do a project where we record people's voices and then we record their voices when they talk to their pets, and then we compare how many octaves our voices go up for pets versus babies versus like a data-driven project on like octaves of your voice that change when talking to different types of things. Other adults, babies, dogs, girls.
For sure, true.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. These look good. Call it a day. Should you put purple Dow? Yeah. I think you should put Zora instead of Builder Dow, because he's not really with Builder Dow. He's like Zora. Maybe Zora / nouns.build, because he's like the project manager for nouns.build.
Well, I'm going to send these to each of them and ask them for input anyway.
Okay. Yeah, no, these look perfect. I said we run it, and then let's you'll see in his you only have a couple places where you need to put in some fucking voiceovers, not a ton. Very cool. Oh boy, oh boy. Dude, I really fleshed out this script last night for the video contest. It's like, it's really coming along. I think I'm almost done with it. And I'm a little bit torn because like I got everybody like working on it or like saying they want to work on it, but like nobody's done anything yet. So I'm kind of like, y'all need to hop in here and help me wrap this script up, because like if not, then I'll just do the entire script and take like the cut for writing the script, I guess, or whatever. But I've planned out like a ton of the visuals. I got 1112. He said that he could do some motion graphics and some stuff for us if we need. So like, I figure I could just convince him to like do a few images, a few graphics, like for free on just a couple like simple things. But yeah, I honestly, I have a feeling we're gonna win. Like, I'm willing it. I'm putting it into the ethos here.
I like the attitude. You don't think that, then you're probably not going to win. So,
Well, when I talked to you, I thought I wasn't going to win, and I was ready to just quit and give up. And now that Brooke kind of got behind it, I'm like, okay, someone wants to help out here. Like, I'll fucking do it. I just need like somebody to help because I can't do it all on my own. Who knows? We'll see. All right, where are we at? How much did the last noun go for? Oof. So basically, the paintings are doing absolutely nothing for the bottom line of these nouns. This is a L for Will Price. I feel like it's literally, he thought that the premium would go up on these nouns. It went up for 2 of them, and now we paid $150,000 to that company. So we needed to make, I think it was 33 to 36 ETH on each of these to break even, not even profit, just to break even. So not good. I mean, ROI is not here on this project.
but it's 150K, man. You can take a lot of shots on gold like that. In the meantime, this noun is dope. Warm orange hoodie, garlic with the green noggles. I love the mouth color on this garlic. That is so color matched to IRL garlic.
Yeah, it's good.
And noun 656. Like, if I had to eat, I might seriously become garlic noun.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly dig it. But yeah. I mean, I guess I would be maybe a little more tempted with the painting, but I don't know.
Interesting. This is Wiz's bitter being used on this one.
Oh, who used it? Is it Will?
$84.50.
I bet it's Will. I mean, who the fuck else is Wiz going to get to seed his tool with ETH? I mean, he's trying to get us to do it right now, but what happened with Federation? Like, when I thought we were supposed to be using Federation already. Like, he said like March. Now it's like end of March. I guess he's busy with the auto bid or whatever.
Man, Mike is Mr. Salty, dude. We gotta get you a freshwater bath. Wipe that salt water off.
What do you mean? I'm just spitting facts, bro. Like, ain't nobody salty.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sounds a little salty. And this is a dope noun. Like, I really identify with this noun.
Sweaty garlic.
It's hoodie. These are hoodie strings.
Yeah, I know. He must be hot in there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Probably smells in his pants, too.
Yeah, this is definitely garlic breath. I mean, if anybody was going to make their noun name after this, it should be garlic breath. Or I don't know.
Hoodie. And you know about how the onion nouns have tears under their eyes? Do you know that?
Nah.
Oh, I just learned this from Index. And look at this.
Speaking about salty, I've commented on Onion's post like a gazillion times, and I can't even get dude to like one of my comments on his post.
He's coming on Keep Nouns Weird next week.
Oh, I should hop on and say, how come you've never responded to me on Twitter ever? Yeah. He said some shit the other day about like Dune, but like for visualizing stuff, and I like mentioned Tableau, and I was like, maybe this is the time he responds to me. Nope.
Do you see how the onion nouns have little tears under their eyes?
Yeah. It's cute. There's there's almost like 200 submissions to the TraitWorks competition right now for heads. With only
Prop House?
Yep. With only 6 winners.
Dang. I was gonna do a red panda.
Well, you better get going. I'm hoping to take it down from my floppy disk, but we'll see. Someone did a folder, which is incredible. They did like the Apple folder. It's perfect.
Really?
Yeah, but I still dig my. If there's 6 slots, I'm like not even gassing myself up. I still think my floppy disk is like one of the top 6 because it's just so nostalgic. But
who are the voters for the round? Is it non-voters?
No, it's people with TraitWork tokens. So a lot of a non-builder DAO people, and then like a handful of people we know, like JP and shit like that. And like Satori is a big voter on there, I believe.
I feel like I'm just going to try and make the red panda happen for as long as it takes.
All right, so you still got to record for Woody and for Isaac, right? So you got to listen to those and give me a couple cuts to slice in. And how are we doing with that like cut we made for Isaac yesterday, the Figma cut?
I got to take our art and just put it into concept.
Okay, cool. I could do one of these also. I'll do one for I could do the Figma one, maybe. I'll try it. I'll try to just start it at least, like the present with the wrapping paper and shit.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's my present. Oh, I guess it should just be the box head reskinned, right? Do you have all the head traits in your sheet? No.
From the Foundation.
Okay, I got it. We're good. Motherfucker, where is it?
I think I got my red panda.
What do you mean?
Oh, am I not sharing this?
No. Oh, you just made one?
Yeah, my entry.
You just fucking colored the panda red?
Yeah. What's so funny? Don't knock it, man. You need a red panda. Red pandas are super cute. They're rare.
God.
Look at this. That's pretty good.
I feel like you gotta go a little bit redder.
Well, I found the nouns palette and I wasn't sure.
I feel like you gotta go like a little bit more red.
Like which one?
What?
That?
No. Maybe the one right in the center. Oh fuck. Like two over to the right.
Here?
Yeah. Try that one. I guess the white ears is what throws it off. Ah.
I mean, look at this red panda. I mean, you're killing me. Look at that.
Yeah.
There should be a little bit of black in the ear.
Yeah. Or in the nose should be black, right? Damn. Oh shit.
What?
Oh, never mind. I'm a dummy. I'm just trying to make some hold up. Making our box. Interesting. I love using noun sounds for like the backgrounds and shit, or the recordings.
Yeah. Me too. Shout out Woody.
Yeah, he really did a great job with that tool. Like I wonder how much use it's getting. Like I imagine a lot. Like I mean I'm on there all the time for like what we've been working on. Anytime I need background.
Yeah.
I used to make libraries like that for work. Like that's what I did for like 5 years. It's a lot of fun. When I saw Woody do that, I was like so jealous. I was like, this is such a good idea. I want to do it, motherfucker. All right, making this wrapping paper is easier said than done. I should probably just use my token or something instead of making a token from scratch, but I'm basically making the token from scratch. Whatever. Okay. Group. Oh my god. I hate when I like group things incorrectly and I can't figure out how to like ungroup them.
Me too. Me too.
Ungroup, motherfucker. And then like you ungroup it and like the colors disappear behind it. I'm like, what did I just do? I like literally don't even get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Good thing I checked with Chris.
What?
Sicarella. And he says they don't use the word doubt, they just do purple.
Oh shit, really? Oh, fuck.
Oh, hey, let me can I run this by you for a sec.
Yep.
You see my Figma?
No, hold on a second. Yep. Fucking wild ass Figma.
I'm so disorganized. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the iterations we made yesterday. One is Index and I are riding in a vehicle because this is kind of like a vehicle for us. And then our emissions are metrics because metrics are so important to Will, and our headlight is metrics. So we are guided by metrics. And then as we come up to Will, we're trying, this is a no. We're trying to get a yes from Will, like this. If he says yes, then we can pass and we can go to the finale. That's a no.
My bad. I was responding to Al, who's like, why are you fucking with me?
How do we get Will to this to a yes? What if a no?
Wait, my bad. And yeah. What do you mean? I mean, here's the thing. I hate that Will is this player of the game because, like, you can drive as fast as you want towards him, but like, doesn't mean he's going to give you any feedback or like. Will is not going to support this. Like, can pretty much guarantee it. Like, I mean, I don't know how you guys are going to get Will to support this shit. I don't even know. But I
So you
agree.
don't think making our vehicle the metrics, that's our tailpipe, we're just going to be emitting metrics everywhere? You don't think that'll sway him?
Maybe.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, well, like, what are your metrics though? Like, what do you mean? Explain. Break it down for me.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to build an audience, so we're tracking views and audience growth and impressions. And we're just going to try and open source those, make those part of it, and try and rack them up.
Okay, so the goal is audience. Part of the goal, at least, is audience. Or not. I mean, I guess the main goal is audience, right?
And also, it's like deeper engagement. We're not just like, nothing against TNS, the soapboxes. Those are more casual audiences. We're looking for like more, gamers. We're looking for like a deeper connection with our audience. So I don't know how to measure that.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think the interaction with Will is going to be? Are you guys going to try to have him on the show, or?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in his DMs. I'm talking to him. He hasn't responded about the stream yet. But yeah, I mean, we're going to try and get his votes. And if we don't, like, we'll probably lose. But yeah, we're going to meme him up. We're going to talk about what we've learned from him. I got his vote on Prop 64. So he's voted for me. He knows me.
Yeah, but that was because you were going to fucking change the mint mechanic to something he wanted, right? That would like benefit him.
Yeah. The other thing is we figure out our timing. So we want our Little Nouns prop, our mid-season cliffhanger to be prime time on Thursday, April 6th, based on your feedback. So we were thinking like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern. Does that sound good to you?
What do you mean? Based on my feedback? I don't remember giving that.
Yeah, you said like if it was after work hours, if you could watch it live.
Oh, right. Not streaming like midday when people can't necessarily show up. There's also this like, I feel awkward. I told this to you yesterday. I feel like awkward jumping in your stream when you're in with other people because like it feels like you are interviewing them. So it's like awkward if I like just hop in and I'm like, hey guys, I'm here. Like, like I don't know how to get around.
We're going to be filming the cliffhanger episode. It's not going to be an interview. It's going to be like an open stream. It's going to be the final hour or two of our prop. And we wanted to schedule it so that you could make it. So we're talking about Thursday prime time, Thursday, April 6th. But in order to do that, I got to get up at like 4 a.m. to submit it on Sunday. But yeah, I think it's worth it because we're going to build up towards like a live audience for a prop.
Yeah, that's cool.
And think about it, like say we don't have enough votes, then maybe Index and I just start early and we go hustle to find the votes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do. So, well, it's going to be like a couple days of hustling, I guess. 4.5625. That's how many days it's up for?
Well, the voting period is 19,000 blocks. First, the delay is 13,000 blocks. Then the period is 19,710. So that works out to combined a total of about 4.5 days.
Very cool. Yeah. I mean, so what kind of feedback have you gotten? I heard Cardno I heard English's feedback also. Rather, not Cardno's feedback. I heard English's feedback. Like, he's like, I'll vote for you guys. What other feedback have you gotten?
Yeah, I mean, Al's basically a yes. Al said ask for a high amount, don't lowball ourselves. Cardno seemed like he was basically a yes, gave us good advice. But we really need to get Will or Dot in the little nounders. Another feedback is, just hustle. Like we're gonna show up on the little noun show right before our prop goes live. And then you just get the typical conflicting advice. Like some people are like, you should have these deliverables. Like this is classic. You were like, you should have X short clips from each episode onto a YouTube Shorts. But then English was like, no, you shouldn't do that. Like, you guys are the artists. You guys got to build this in a way that works for you, and we shouldn't micromanage. We should trust. So, they're just, you have that with every prop. And the other thing Cardno said is, no matter what you price it at, someone's going to think it's too low and someone's going to think it's too high. So it doesn't really matter what they think. You got to price it in the zone that you get enough yeses.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's really tough, to be honest. I don't even know. I don't even know what I would ask for my next little nounce prop. I know that we didn't ask enough for our first prop, and we're still fucked. And my team basically hates me for it, but it's all good.
That's a big problem with nouns. It's like you really want to do the work, then you price yourself too low, and then you get overwhelmed. Anyway, I know you're kind of leaning towards no or not super supportive. Obviously, if we said we'd do all this for 1 ETH, like you'd be a yes, but you feel like 12 to 15 ETH is too high an ask?
I'm just like, what's the DAO getting for it? Like the DAO, what is Lil Nouns getting for it? Just like a series that they could watch back whenever they want. Like, it feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. Like, I'll vote yes for you. Fuck it. You could ask for 50 ETH. I'll vote yes for you because I'm like English. I'm voting for my friends in this case. You know what I'm saying? But like, if this was a random person, if this was Bixbyte asking for this right now, I'd be like, hell no. If this was Blooms asking for this right now, I'd be like, hell no. Like,
yeah, no, dude, I don't think you're being devil's advocate at all. I think you're asking exactly the right question, and I need to better kind of define it and get to it, and I really appreciate this.
Yeah, I'm
what
like,
is now getting from it? Can I run some ideas by you? And I really need to narrow this down and talk about it better. So the DAO is getting attention. Like, we're going to go on Noun's main chain, and we're going to be able to say, hey, this proposal is the result of this live stream series that Lil Nouns voted for. You can watch the whole thing here. So we're getting attention. 2 is we're telling, we're taking the Lil Nouns characters and we're telling like a cohesive story. So it's like it's not just like one-off things that are just humorous, but it's a whole season that has, like a pilot, a cliffhanger, a finale, drama. Like, I really don't know if Will just says no like this, if he goes, then we're going to lose probably. But if he says yes, then it's like, he passes by and the show goes on and we march toward the finale. Like, it's, it's a story.
Yeah. First of all, you don't need Will, right? You need Will or Dot. The way you get Dot is you get the community support. You get the overwhelming community support, you typically get Dot support. So if you can win over Al plus 17 other people, Oh my god, fucking Al just voted for my prop. This is how I play the game. I shame people into voting for me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get the overwhelming community support, you get, and like without no's, right? Like if you get 0 no's besides Will and 2 other people, like if you get 3 no's and 17 yeses, I believe Dot will come in with a yes. That's like the ratio for him, like kind of a deal. If you look up, the one person he didn't support with that was Saturn, and with the newsletter, and I feel like it was because it was too high of an ask. If we go back and look at Saturn's, let's go back, like let's do this on stream. Go to Saturn's proposal for newsletter, the most recent one, and let's just like check it out and see what that ratio was. It's like it's I think it's like a math equation, and like part of the math equation is how much is in the treasury at the given time. So this equation changes as the treasury fluctuates. And so if we go back to Saturn's last, where is it? There it is. Weekly newsletter plus Twitter threads, 30% decrease, 92. And here's the thing. Go look at the, switch to that. 5 and 2 is too many against and abstains for the ratio here. Like, it's not 17 over yeses. That's my number. I'm making this up right now, but I'm guessing it's 17 yeses over the number of no's. So go back and like, let's look at something else maybe that did pass because of that. I don't know if there's like a clear. Yeah, but I just think like you get at least like 17 to 20 people voting yes, and you only get a couple no's, like not a lot of no's, and they'll probably come in and save the day. As long as they don't think it's just like an outlandish ask. But again, I think Dot would support you in Index because you guys are here every day. Like, not just when you're asking for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's part of it for me. Like, a lot of people are only coming in here when they need ETH. Bloom's only came around when he wanted us to fund his projects. Like, other people as well. I mean, you know, like, not to talk shit. Like, I don't think it is talking shit, but like, for example, Wiz came in, you know, he's probably heads down developing a lot of the time, but you know, he came in.
Come on, Mike. Let's not be salty.
I'm not
with that point, I can tell you though what I am though is I am my little noun. Like, everywhere I go, I'm Lil Panda. You know, my Twitter, my YouTube, I'm out there representing little nouns. And that's another value, I think, is if you like my work ethic, if you like my friendliness, my diplomacy, my playfulness, like I'm out there spreading that value for little nouns.
Yeah, I see that.
By the way, did you see this? Takagawa from Japan is throwing me an appreciation Twitter space where we're going to draw pandas.
No.
Show you this. Kagawa Makoto.
Dope. Very dope. Yeah, I mean, hey man, this could very well work. Very well. I'm trying to find something to make. Boom, got it. Where are you? Damn, I wish I could paste into your fucking Figma file. Okay, I can't.
I can grab it. Hold on. You're in workbook 1?
No. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you see what I just made? Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on a second. Fuck, I can't find the fucking mute button.
Yep, I muted you, Mike. No problem. We're both going to unmute here for a minute.
Yo.
Here we go.
Do you not have a link to the Figma?
I do, but you sent it to my email. But if you just click on the top right, like share, you should be able to get a URL or copy link.
All right, I sent it to you.
Hey, what do you think about trying to get sponsored by Figma?
I mean, I have no idea. Legit. Like, is that a thing?
I have no idea either, but
I would think we got to use this a little bit more OP than we're using it now. Like, they wouldn't want us showing our hacky ass Figma ways. They probably want us to use some like actual like Figma skills. When I see like 1112 in Figma and shit, like the way he groups things, the way he like moves and interacts with like components, I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin. I could try to design out this card, this one for this clip on here, where he talks about the Figma file.
you want me to play the clip?
Yeah.
The Figma files for Nouns Builder is actually open sourced. The artwork and assets are open source, CCO as well. let me just ensure that it's public and everyone can see it. Share it. Okay.
Wow, it's like unwrapping a Christmas present. You know, for this one, I almost feel like we could take the actual footage of me browsing the Figma file, and then this could be like the end.
Yeah, where it's just like, I wanted to just put you saying "wow," wow. It's like unwrapping a present, just like with the Figma right next to it. I thought that would have been cute, like a little caption.
Yeah, and I'm saying that's kind of like the kicker of the clip at the very end.
Yeah, exactly. So like the beginning of the clip is like you scrolling, or maybe it starts out with like him and just the box, and then he's like, oh, about the artwork, and then you start scrolling through it, like we cut to you scrolling through, and then it pops back open and it's you saying, like, with the Figma logo kind of like at the top, and it's like, wow, it's like unwrapping a present, and then it just ends, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I totally dig that.
Yeah, let me copy some text over. How do you do the effect where it's like text being typed out on the screen?
You got to do frame by frame in Figma, or you can do it like in iMovie on top of it.
Oh, you can do it in iMovie, like right on top?
Yeah. You know what's funny is I'm thinking about like a social media lead-in, like a tweet. It's like a teaser, and it could be like me, like with the box, and it's like, what's in the box?
Exactly. So
tease.
it's like just two clips. Like the first clip is like this one, where it's just you in the box, maybe.
And maybe a question mark.
Yeah, at the top, exactly. A big question mark or something.
And I could even be saying, hey, what's in the box?
Why the fuck isn't this work? Oh, shit. Yeah, Figma's really gonna fucking sponsor my ass.
I mean, the thing about Figma is, I love Figma, Mike. Like,
yeah, it's really. I mean, it's like essentially getting sponsored by Adobe, though. You know, like.
Yeah, but I mean, Figma is a free product that's like really, I love it, and I make content that I get paid for just playing around with it. I just feel like I'd be a good spokesperson for Figma. Figma, if you're listening, my DMs are open. Slide in. Was jamming with Index Card too about a possible physical. We were thinking like a bedspread comforter with a index card coloring, with that sort of peachy reddish line up top, kind of right above the fold where you fold it down. What do you think, Mike?
I mean, I love you guys. A fucking bedspread. I mean, it just maybe. Yeah. Why a bedspread though?
We're just
start with like some fucking index card mouse pads or something for all of us to have at our crib or some shit. Like, I don't know if my wife would like to have an index card bedspread. Not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if that's ever gonna get made on my bed. Like, I don't have kids, so you know, it's never gonna make it onto like a bed in my crib.
Dude, you know what? A mouse pad is a really interesting physical idea.
Yeah, because
It's
we're
like
all
your premium product where the noun's character kind of plays a part. But yeah, I would totally want a index card. Plus, I mean, think of the proliferation index card. I mean, you'd be next to desktop computers everywhere every time they use a mouse. I mean, that is some proliferation.
right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, just things that are for your maybe work setup, or I would really just like index card sticky notes, like a pad, a giant brick pad, a square pad of index card sticky notes. It would be great, you know. Just things that are like more useful work items, especially for the index card stuff. Like I was telling him, like you have like a brand here for like nouns, you know, like what's it called, like stationery and shit, you know. Like I know that that's just like, it just feels like low hanging fruit. Maybe it doesn't feel as creative because it's like an obvious, but it's also an obvious, you know, and like it could be done.
Yeah, I mean, the overarching thing is we're both embarking as creators, and we know we can't, maybe we'll get some funding from little nouns, maybe from nouns, but ultimately I feel like I need to develop my own revenue source, my own way of making this sustainable. So, thinking like high-end physicals that kind of have a story element to it. I just think it'd be fun to kind of build those products.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think nouns is the perfect brand for everything. I don't think we should fund everybody to build on nouns though. I think some people should build on nouns for free. Like I think some people, if they have a business, like I think nouns is the perfect logo to start like running forward with. Like, I was telling my friend the other day, I was telling Index that like I have this buddy, he's like serial entrepreneur type of dude. We were talking about a box company that I think is a great, like especially, maybe 3 years ago, this was like way better because like everybody just pushed majority of their employees to work from home. So like a lot of in-office budget got freed up. And at my company, I see a lot of that budget moving towards like boxes for employees. Like they send all 60 of us the same box, like every 3 months we get a box. And it could be snacks, it could be mug and a t-shirt that are branded like the company. It could be, a bunch of different things. Like we've done a wine sampling night where they sent us all like, 3 mini bottles of wine, and we all got on Zoom and like did wine tasting with like one of those like wine solving, whatever the fuck they're called. So I was telling him, I was like, bro, I was like, start the box business, but like, don't even think about a logo. Don't even think about a .com. Like we already got it. It's like nounsboxes.com, right? Like we've got the logo. And now if you start selling things, like, first of all, you already have a built-in market for anything that has nouns noggles on it. There's already, a couple thousand people that are interested in it immediately. So you already have a built-in market, and you could probably start selling product like pretty immediately to the nouns community. And then you could take it a little bit further and start like buying and reboxing like other people's products. So like, Index has his hot sauce coming out, a few other people have hot sauces coming out. Why not make a hot sauce box, like a nouns hot sauce box, where we like source all of the hot sauces from all of the nouns people and make a box and then sell it together and make it limited edition. Like there's only 50 nouns hot sauce boxes available from like nounsboxes.com. But like, he was like, so could I get funding for this? And I'm like, maybe. I'm like, but like, you don't need to. Like, just do it. Just start your fucking business, splash the noggles on it, make the .com. Like, you just saved yourself a shitload of time for having to design a logo for your business. Also, you just piggybacked off of someone else's CC0 like artwork, and now you've tapped into a pre-existing audience. It's like the perfect fucking concept for anybody starting a business. But what's weird here in Nouns is like, if you don't get funded, people just like stop. They're like, nah, never mind, not gonna make it. It's like the Nouns Deli, like, couldn't he just change his branding to like Noggles? Like, do we really need to like pay for that to happen? Like, maybe, but like, I don't think it's necessary. Like, if he wasn't to get funded, like, maybe he couldn't like do all of the renovations he wanted and like make it all like Nouns looking and shit like that. Or maybe he would need a lot of money for that. But like, I mean, I still think it's like a viable business model regardless of funding. But anyway, what up, Index? Creeping.
What's up? Yeah, just hanging out. Here in this mastermind session.
Yeah, I've just been talking shit most of the time and trying to shame Alan to give me votes. So, which it worked. So,
I will say, how did you vote on that deli prop, Mike?
I voted yes because I do like. I really like it. I think that would be amazing if there was an actual Nouns deli, you know? I like that he's like setting it up to like franchise it and shit and like allow other people to take the concept and run with it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm a yes on that one for sure. I was a little bit torn. Like, you hear my thoughts on it, you know? Like, it's, but also, like, how much is it for? Let me look back at this real quick. Like, something like that, it's, what's the ask here? Let's see. Yeah, so this is like, this is only a little bit more than Wheels prop, you know? Like, and this is going to last forever. Like, this is just going to be proliferating forever. Like, so that's where I kind of like look at the ask and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's only like 200K. Like, you justified that before with like, it's only like 0.003 of the treasury or something, like less than a percentage of the treasury. Like, yeah, it is. But like, at least this one is going to be like kind of going on and proliferating for a long time, when I feel like some other props are more finite and just like end. And once they're done, we probably won't hear much about them ever again. And that's kind of how I felt about like the Wheels one, for example, which was like one of my rare no's recently. I also voted no on the jewelry prop.
Mike, let me, if I can, just redirect you for a sec. Index card. One thing Mike shared with me that really important is he said we don't need Will. I showed him your drawing of this level.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't need Will if you get Dot, right? So, and the way to get Dot, I think, has been overwhelming community support in the vote with very little no's. Like, obviously, Will can give you a no. But like, if you get like under 4 no's plus over 17 yeses, I think from like the people that he likes to see yeses from, you know, like people that make good decisions and stuff like that, then I think they usually come in support. We were looking at like Saturn's prop as an example of like one where they didn't come in support last minute, and I feel like there was like 5 or 6 no/abstains. So maybe that was a bit too many for them and their liking. But like, I think if they came in and like there was only like 2 of those no's and like 17 to 20 yeses, then like maybe they would have come in and supported it. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not them, so I have no fucking idea. I'm just like legit guessing. But I think it's just kind of like a math equation for them, plus a little bit of like their gut on what they like. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going back to look at my prop right now, actually, because we wouldn't have won unless we got support from Dot. And let's see how many no's. Actually, I fucking lied, because I guess he must have just really liked ours. We had 10 no's and 2 abstains, 20 yeses. And they came in last minute and voted us up. But I think Dot just liked our prop and thought that it was probably like a low ask for like what we were trying to deliver for Nouns 101, which, I mean, it was an extremely low ask. I was telling Panda before, the whole team is pissed at me for how low of an ask it was and how much work we're still doing on it.
Yeah. I mean, I keep saying like I'm a little newer to Lil, so I don't know all like the history of the voting, but yeah, I know Will can vote no and you can still pass. And I guess we're kind of likely to get a no from him, but you never know. And I do know Lil Dot likes to say that it's not just him, it's the Lil Nounders. But I don't know, how that decision really is made. But I don't know. We'll find out soon enough anyway.
Yeah.
And then you got to throw this guy in here. Apparently, from what I hear, this is a very pivotal member of the community.
Well, I think Mike talked his way into being a yes for us, even at 50 ETH. I think he's on record for.
Okay.
So we've got that on stream. We can definitely count.
Well, I mean, Index, like I was saying to Panda, like, look, I'm supporting you guys on this one, right? But like, if anybody else was going to ask for this to do this, I'd probably be a no, because just like I said to Panda, like, what's the DAO getting out of it, right? Like, what is the DAO getting for the money? And he's saying that we get represented by you two, and that's like what we get. Like, you guys are gonna go out and make connections and do streams, but like, I was like, well, what about some deliverables? Like, well, are you gonna make clips out of this? Or they're gonna be like little things that like promote Lil Nouns in some way or another? But then it seems like some of your feedback you've gotten is like, don't even commit to that stuff. Just do what you're gonna do. I don't know. I'm torn. Like, obviously I support you guys. So like, but like, if you guys want, like, I don't know. I'm just, it seems like something I would probably normally vote no for, but I want to see what you guys could do, obviously. And like, I like to support people sometimes as well, right? Like, I've got your backs, and I know that you guys will produce good content and make something like really cool out of all this. But yeah, definitely like a little hesitant. I think you're going to have people saying like, well, what are we getting out of this? Like,
yeah. No, I like that you're sharing like your actual thoughts. It's good. I appreciate hearing it. And like for me, I would even, like vote however you want. Like, I think, I delegate my noun to you, and I like just vote however you want with it. It's kind of like the same thing here. So yeah, I appreciate when people are willing to actually share how they feel, and I think I understand all concerns, and I could see and kind of imagine future concerns too, and it's all like super reasonable, but I do really like gel with this kind of like concept and idea. And I don't know, like, it may not be necessarily the perfect fit right now for the DAO, but I do think if Nouns reaches a place where it should be in like a year or 2 years, this sort of style of content and kind of like what we're aiming for will be more common. You know, like I think, is it crazy to say it? I think we're just early to it, or I hope we're early to it. I don't know. Yeah, because like live stream content, like this kind of thing is huge. Whether people want to watch people play nouns or watch like, I don't know, Fortnite or Call of Duty or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. You know,
right now, yeah.
I don't think about it like that sometimes. I guess like that people just watch gamers and shit.
There's more to it than that too, but like at the end of the day, that's a whole industry in of itself. And I know we're probably not there right now, and maybe we never get there. I don't know, but there is something to this. What it's worth, you know, as like a prop itself, I don't know what it's worth for our time. We kind of know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like gonna start talking in circles or whatever. Panda can shut me up, but
yeah, look, here's what I'd say is, let's get back to building and let's digest this info, because the other thing Mike said is we can even just get enough votes from little nowners. Like if we get 30 yeses, we probably pass. So to me, what this has really opened up is like a bunch of or gates for us to get through. Whereas, you know, a couple days ago it was pretty much get through will. Now I think we've got some other paths to take, and that makes me optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, well, what are you guys going to call this entire thing? Is it just keeping nouns weird? Like maybe you should go a little bit more specific, like nouns first live streamers, or like, okay, a little live stream adventure. Let's play little nouns, a little live stream adventure.
So like there's multiple like angles to this thing, because you know, there's like Panda and I as a whole, there's Panda and I individually, and we don't necessarily have a name for like Panda I as a whole, but like when we live stream, we kind of have like these, I guess, seasons, or like I don't know, like this would be like the equivalent of like a game that we're playing, and right now we're playing like little nouns. So that's kind of like let's play little nouns. A live stream adventure, but in the future it could be like one of those could be like we're keeping nouns weird. I don't, you know, but like when we go on Chain at Nouns, it won't be let's play little nouns, because we already played it, or hopefully we played it to its completion, sort of. But that's how I see it. I don't know if that makes any sense.
But I mean, in the context of this prop, which we're going to want your vote for, you know. If we're talking about one season here where Lil Nouns, it's something like this, and it's one season that gets us, now the season's more interesting, I think, because there are all these other pathways to take. And maybe I'm making this too complicated. You know, maybe this is like Mike and Al is like here.
I mean, if you want to know exactly what votes you need to get, you need to go open up the tally and look at the voters and literally just make a list and do the numbers. Like we could maybe even determine exactly if you get these people, and maybe we could like go through it and check off each of these people. Like, yeah, you put all of our PFPs on there, like all of the large voters, like maybe 20 or 30 of them that you need to hit the votes, and then you can just go one by one and put little check marks next to them, and you could have maybe like an estimated number of votes at the bottom that you've already secured pre-prop. Like, you know, with me, you've already secured 36 votes, right? Like that's how many lils I have either or delegated to me. So you could like tag me with 36 and put like a little number, and then Al, you could put 205 or whatever his is, and we could just literally like do this math game and see who we need.
Now the question to me is like, is doing these kind of things like earlier we did the math on when we should put our prop up. Is that like in and of itself offer value to the DAO, or no? I don't know. Like this.
Yeah,
like,
I think so, because then that shows other people how like it's the actual game part of it, right? Like it's like you need to, there's a lot of stats and things that people aren't sure of. Like when you guys put this information about putting the prop up, like we've talked about it before, but nobody has it down on paper as like a little infographic. And that's what I was also saying to Panda, like maybe this is a deliverable right here. And it's like a short infographic that shows when you should put your prop up, when like who you need to reach out to, what channels in lol nouns that you should like promote your prop through for a better chance of success. Like that right there, like a short infographic would be an amazing deliverable that could like come out of this and like live longer. And like I think that would really play to people like Dot, you know, like, oh shit, like we're not just getting a stream, but we're going to get 5 infographics out of this that other lol nounders can use in the future to help them on their path. And they don't necessarily have to go back and listen to like 7 hours of streaming to get that info, you know? That's what I kind of meant. Like, there's stuff we can extract here and like make in the clips or something. So that would be a really cool one. That plus like the top voters in lol nouns, just like an infographic list of just who the top voters are and maybe like what our Discord handles are so other people could reach out. Like the day that Blooms came in and reached out to everybody, the next day Will came in and was like, I'm just gonna play the Blooms card. Like I know who to reach out to now because he just did it. And then you know, but just having that on paper as an infographic is, I think, a huge value add and something that you guys could easily do because you're already doing it, you know? But yeah, it would take a little bit extra work to like make this into like a solid graphic, right? Like, so Panda and I have been talking a lot about like, it's one thing streaming, it's a whole nother thing like coming up with the content after it. Like we are pulling our fucking hair out over the Builder DAO stuff and trying to wrap this up. Even 24-second clips take, you know, an hour or two to like make all the files for, so.
Yeah, that's kind of like I that extra stuff is a lot of work, but it's pretty much like the way to guarantee you overperform, I think. But yeah, it's just like a lot of work, and in my mind, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But am I really? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, totally.
Like, because I have a vision, and maybe this probably is partially where Panda and I differ. But yeah, like I have a vision for like this content and how it's like shown outside of the stream or how the stream should go. But you know, if I do it or how it's done is kind of like something else, I guess.
And
Yeah.
it's all CC0, and we're
So
just
someone
like,
else could, yeah.
our canvas is like we're putting out the raw material. Like, how many people do you know that would sit on a Figma file on a Sunday afternoon and do this kind of multiplication and division? Like, that's what we did, and now like it's out there, it's been recorded, it's accessible to anyone. We might be wrong, by the way, and like we're gonna find out. You know, if we schedule this stream and we tell everyone it'll be 7 p.m. and then the props already ended, like egg on our face. So help us make sure that we're right on this.
Yeah. What is your vision index for like the after, like, so all right, at the end of the day, the main prop is just going to be like these streams and having them recorded and put up on StreamYard, right? So like that's like ultimately the goal there, or the final deliverable is just doing the streams, period. But like, were you guys planning on pulling out clips and stuff like that, or is that just like extra if it happens and you didn't want to commit to it, or like, what are you guys thinking about that kind of stuff?
So me personally, like, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to outlay like in the prop, hey, we stream and then every stream is going to produce one audio clip, one infographic or whatever. I don't know, just pulling things out of my head. But I do like, yeah, because who knows, you know, like, I don't know, like every episode will produce something slightly different, but I do really think that an episode should produce some content that lives outside of the stream. Like the live stream is always there for someone to go back if they're really obsessed about nouns and they really like how this prop go, they can watch. Like I know I do watch and listen to Panda's streams that he does, if I'm not there. I just play them in the background, and then I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I don't know
Yeah,
if
like
Panda
easy
in the
listen.
Figma, yeah, like, and then I have some. I don't know if Panda showed. I think he did. I'll share my screen maybe, real quick.
Like, so when we did our stream, like my original thought was, whoa, these are way too long, and we gotta cut these down into like 10 minutes so people could like listen to them like podcast style, just get the hot takes without all of our just like kind of BS in the middle. So that's like what we did with these buildered out ones. Like they were each an hour or an hour and 20 minutes, and they all got cut down to like 8 to 10 minutes. It was a shitload of work. At the end of the day, hindsight we should have not committed to that, because I just like once again underpaid myself to do a whole bunch of shit.
I know. And so let me hold on, Index. Let me just
Okay, you go back.
first with Mike about like the side quest. Mike, here's how I look at it: is like the main goal here really is for us to get past this stage and to win on chain at nouns.
Mm-hmm.
That's like freaking hard. Like Lil Nouns have not had success going on chain at nouns. You've lost badly, like a lot of people have lost. This is like a really hard thing to do. And so my overarching goal is I want to tell this story and I want to win. I want to win at nouns. And if we get burdened by all these side quests, it's going to take us away from pursuing the main objective. And I think the biggest unlock is if we get to nouns and we pass overwhelmingly at nouns and we tell this story. I think that's just a huge value prop.
Yeah. But so when you get to nouns, it's just going to be a continuation of what you're doing with little noun stuff, right?
We don't know. Like it'll probably be some kind of content creation, some kind of shows, but I really don't know. We've talked a little bit about it, but I don't think Index knows. I mean,
not fully like any concrete, like we don't have the prop ready to go. I guess I should, it's not like we're going on littles and we have the nouns prop ready to go.
Yeah.
We're just going to kind of like work through it live, but it will be, I mean, it's going to be some form of media content creation, live streamed through, it's this format, but the content, it's not going to be like just duplicated. I have some ideas. I know Panda has a few ideas. Like me personally, what Little Panda does with his show and his interviews. Like I think those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like refining it, and just kind of like making it cohesive and more presentable to the DAO, I think is where we should go. But roughly in that direction. It's just not like a complete copy and paste though.
Yeah. Could you guys make like a game board or something, like an actual nouns game board? Or
I guess we're sharing it. Like, so this was a very early concept of like a weekly show where we run down everything of nouns or something,
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like in the style of this around the horn.
Yeah,
that was an early concept.
I love this. This would be killer. Yeah.
Like I know the Twitter Spaces are the big thing in some podcasts, but like
a visual newsletter in a sense, kind of a thing. Like
it's like more interactive, more visual. That I added.
I love it. You slotted the milk in there in the right.
Yeah, I don't know. The image must be like so high res though, because it like lags the whole like file. But
that's hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's like an idea. Exploring more of like this gaming thing. Like we chronicle our journey through the nouns game maybe as part of the actual.
Oh my god, that is so funny. It looks so fun. You guys are amazing. Wow.
I don't know, but
I think for my interview style show, I'm gonna go on with suspenders.
Amazing. Yeah, I love the Larry King fucking cone.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like a big thing that plagues all of nouns content is views and distribution, right? And also physical goods have that issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Whoever cracks that code in nouns will be revered forever. But Yeah, I want to go back to. I'm just obsessed with this right here. This Sasquatch and Yeti. Like, what is hanging from the Sasquatch and Yeti's body? That's the mouth. I had to blur it out for the stream, but like, what is that?
Wait, what are you talking about? What is what?
Like
The blur?
I had to blur it because what is this?
Oh,
I can't get this like off my head right now.
It's
but,
like his little fucking Yeti wiener or what?
I don't know. You said it on me, but all right.
Holy shit! I
It's a
never even noticed
family
that.
friendly show, but and then okay, actually Panda said something amazing because like delivering a pass prop at nouns or putting a prop on chain of nouns, that's not like a joke of a deliverable either. And that's the main goal. But this was just when I play around because I don't want to actually put down and sit down and write the prop. I play around with this stuff. But like, you know, we have Val on and we take a quote that he does and we have it play in the background and we could share that in this format maybe.
Yeah, like quotes that get pulled out in this format that just get shared online, like don't even have to be GIFs, just like little images like this could be really cool. I love like the idea of at the end of you guys playing the game, you map out the game so other people could play it like an actual board, like a graphic of like a flow chart or something that's like you start here.
Hold that back. Hold on. Let's not show that. I don't think that's ready.
Yeah. Okay, but you are kind of like doing something like that. Okay, great. As long as
that's in a longer term deal. You know, we're in talks with Nintendo, but that's a term thing.
But I'm saying that's just like a good deliverable that you guys could extract out of this for other people, similar to when to put up your vote, similar to who to solicit when you go to get votes. Like those are 3 really solid graphic deliverables that like would get someone like me who's looking for like the ROI of this as like, okay, the ROI is like we're getting 7 or 8 streams from them. They're going to go through a lot of content trying to get something up, like another idea up on nouns, and we'll get all these like insights and like extractions from it throughout that will help like new little nouners kind of go the same route and not have to like start at 0 all over again and like figure it out themselves because Panda and Index already kind of like laid it out for us.
Totally. Sorry, I just got a call from our attorney and he reminded me that I've got to display this warning here. This is an entertainment talk show by a cartoon panda and a pixelated index card. We do not give any financial advice, not legal advice. We are sponsored. We hope by Lil Nouns, but we're not going to find out until we've done half the season. And just to confirm, we are not in talks with Nintendo. That was a joke. And we're not in talks with Figma. Although I haven't checked my DMs lately, which are open, Figma, if you're interested.
Oh my god. You cracked me up, dude. Like, I'll just fucking anything you guys want to put up, I'll fucking support it, all right? Like,
all right, quote it, Panda, you know what to do.
Yeah, you guys got entertainment value here, and that's just something, you know, in itself. You guys are like a little fucking comedy act.
We need to build out our board here. You know,
guys, let's put up a prop to all like fucking meet up. Let's go on a big. You guys want to like meet in Colorado or some shit for like a weekend?
Yeah.
Let's just put up a prop to do that. We'll go fucking nouns go hiking.
War room, baby. Let's go.
We'll ask for like 40E and we'll just fly ourselves and our girls out to fucking Colorado. We'll go
I just
hiking.
made a tremendous infographic over here. Share my screen. There we go.
Yeah. That's a good one.
This is a live look at Mike's thoughts on our ideas.
Man, I wonder if showing that Sasquatch is going to get us marked as explicit. We already have 1 strike against us, Index, so we got to be careful.
I know. Okay. I'll be careful next time. I won't show the Yeti.
Yeah.
But right, am I crazy or what? I don't know. I caught that.
You know what we should look at is we should pull up the code and we should see how that that visual art shows up in zeros and ones. That'd be fun.
What code?
The Yeti and the Sasquatch unmentionables, whatever you call
I mean,
it.
that's they're represented by Solidity because they're on chain, so they're
True. Cardno, side note, Cardno just got that amazing screen capture of like the world zooming all the way down into the Noggles mural in New York for the video. It looks really good. It's like you see the whole world and then it zooms all the way down the street view with like the logo or the mural. Fire.
Yeah, I can't believe that's still up there on Google Maps. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be there forever. Google Maps stays forever.
Well, it will be. I guess you can go back in time, but they do update.
Oh yeah. But you can go through the years on it, which is
history.
really cool. I really want to do this project. I said it the other day on the call. I started to do it, but it's a lot of work. I was going to do a project called The Evolution of Wynwood, and I started going block by block in Wynwood from the very first piece of like graffiti that like went up there in like the early 2000s, and you can click on the street view, kind of like navigate around and see how the graffiti has spread across the city. And then you can go to like iconic walls and see like 5 different murals on the same wall over time. So like doing like GIFs that like animate through the years, showing like which crew was on which wall and which artist was on this big wall or whatever. It's been one of my side projects, but never finished it.
Hey, Mike, can we get you on your calendar for our mid-season cliffhanger episode?
Yeah.
Did we decide a time index?
Not really a time, but we can work it out.
Fuck. Every time I
It
try
depends
to
if we get that. It depends if we get that prop on chain, and
we're
we
getting
stick
a
with our
prop on
schedule.
Yeah, we've got to get this thing on chain. There's no question. I mean, we're basically done. I mean, we need feedback, but it's basically ready. We've got the visual assets. We've done the work. I mean, you can go to our YouTube accounts and you can see all the streams we've done. That's something, by the way, I think we need to do is I think we need to package all our content from this season.
For some reason,
we have to do something with it.
Oh yeah, all your keeping nouns weird stuff. I need to go back and listen to a lot of that. I missed a lot of your streams because you guys were streaming like while I was in work calls and shit.
That is one thing too. I think we could, or I would like to maybe try, pick one time a week and always stream at that time.
Yeah, just for a little bit more consistency of like a TV program or something. Like, oh shit, it's that time of the week, like where I'm gonna watch this show or whatever. Or at least like that the next day the reruns will be up and you could watch it.
Yeah. Something. I don't know.
By the way, we should make sure we make these assets available. Mike, he's been making these outline versions of PFPs.
Oh, I freaking love this. Yeah. You need to like export this for me.
Are you watching me or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Yeah. Whoops. The only problem with this mouse is it's the same color.
Yeah.
Like
We'll do a white outline.
Maybe.
I love my mouse. The all gray with the. Oh yeah, thank you for removing the cloud. I forgot. I'm done with clouds.
Oh, I might forget. I don't know. I just did it real quick. I had to I had to sacrifice.
This one has a cloud accessory?
Yeah, he's got a cloud shirt.
Oh my gosh, Michael. I am so sorry.
What's the cloud meme?
The friends with you. I was like super involved with
Okay.
Friends with You and Frenzies. I was a mod on their server before
Yeah.
they fucking rugged us all. Dude,
We'll leave it off.
talk about being one of the biggest fans of some artists, and then you like meet your idols, and they fuck over the whole community, and now I like want to smash all my Friends with You shit.
Wait, hold on, Index. Can you try a white and a red version of the outline? I feel like a red, the same red as the Noggles, would be dope.
Yeah, it would make him pop.
Oops. Caught me in
Control
like a
C.
moment of. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I just forget what I'm doing. I'm in like oh, no, wrong guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Looks like
white. How about with a white outline? Yeah.
oh that
Sticker.
looks great. Yeah,
Microphone.
that pops really nice.
Yeah, some of them don't work out that great. But let's
It's like
see.
the chalk outline of my fucking dead rat.
Big boy.
Speaking
Let's
of
try.
rat, how's the rat situation in New York, man? Last time I was in Queens, I literally was walking down the street and just saw this giant fucking rat running down the street. I was like, I'm in New York.
Where I live, I have never seen anything where I live. So I think I'm pretty good here. But yeah, in like the actual city, which I don't live in anymore, it gets kind of crazy with the amount that come out. But they actually just put out a notice that they're moving trash pickup to late, like not trash pickup, but trash put out. You can only put out 8 p.m. or later.
Oh wow! So you
In
can't.
the hope to limit the amount of time trash is out on the street. Yeah, but where I am, we're good. We have a lot of stray cats. No, and we keep our house nice and clean. We're not in like I think apartments, are kind of the problem.
Yeah, totally, man. Because yeah. Dude, the houses out there are crazy. Some of them. Like
Not
I was
mine, but yeah. Actually, no, I can't say that. It's not even my house really, but
a lot of the houses have that like window right up front that's like that centerpiece window where you gotta like have like some like beautiful fucking lamp displayed like in the dead center of the window. I noticed that when I was driving around.
it depends where you go. Yeah.
I love the architecture out there in especially like the Queens area.
Yeah, certain areas are kind of amazing. Ours is all right, but I don't get too specific here, I guess.
Every time I import a PNG right now to my iMovie, it's shutting my whole iMovie down. I don't know what's going on. It's really frustrating. Let me see. I'm trying to make this clip right now for us, Panda.
Sweet. Are you keeping all those outline characters in one specific place, Index?
I think I'm kind of disorganized, but this is roughly, if I'm sharing my screen still, yeah, this is roughly where I have it. I'll leave that part actually out. I think I've made more now though, and like the rest are over here. But I was kind of started here. I should converge them into one place though.
I'm gonna start making our graphic for our electoral board, like our big board.
Let's see if this works.
I'm gonna step out for 1 second. I'll be right back.
It's weird. I screenshot my graphic just now instead of like taking the one I exported from Figma, and that's importing no problem. But my Figma exports like will not work.
I know. I told you I was having the same problem. That's why I was remaking them.
What the fuck is up with that? It's weird.
It's because the background layer is like partially opaque or see-through.
Why does it automatically apply the fucking... It automatically applies like the zoom in shit too, which I hate. Okay, now I just need the clip from Isaac. Where the fuck is it? Here it is. Oh my god, I gotta scroll through this whole clip. I'm gonna mute for a second while I scroll through this clip.
Man, that card node looks really good with the black outline.
Yeah, here it is. They don't all like, it doesn't work for everything, but when it does, I think it looks really good. It makes it kind of stand out a bit. Let's throw in a little drop shadow here. The depth. Yeah, I don't know. I like this. I think one of these per episode. We don't guarantee it, but we could do it maybe, right?
I mean, I want my focus to really be on passing a good prop on nouns. So I think I've got to just stay focused on that. But I mean, to do that, I think if we pass a good prop on nouns, I think we're going to make good content out of it. Like, I think it'll be a good nounish prop. So just cutting that up into bite-sized stuff, yeah. I don't know if I have the bandwidth to do any more of that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the biggest thing is the nouns prop itself. So, yeah, we got to get working on that at some point.
Well, I've added up our yes voter to this big index card.
Really? Where are you? Let's follow you. Can I go to your stream?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you're
Right here. This is like episode 8. Oh, this is the jungle episode. Shoot. So I need to make this is actually a little noun version. Yeah. And then you know what? I think this is an NFT that we airdrop to our voters at the end of this if they support us.
I'm good with that. I'll drop any NFT.
You know, maybe they jump into the car with us. They become part of the vehicle. That's another way to do it. But yeah, figure that out.
Oh man. Let's see. This is when I go back to like this and look at all the traits. Even though I know them, I still always have to look. Yeah, the car is good. Can we tow anything with us in the car?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We could tow like a whole trailer just filled with all these dudes.
Yeah. Or are they towing us?
Yeah, good point. Good point. But ultimately, like for episode 5, like I want us to have a good scorecard here. I don't know how it'll, but yeah, it's just a matter of counting votes. Like a yes vote's a yes vote.
I'm gonna write that down here. Like a little now prop scorecard.
Mm-hmm. And I do remember that.
Who else do we have? Oh, you don't know how many votes they got. Are you looking that up?
I'm looking at Blooms's prop. Who voted for that? Because, I mean, he just hustled for votes.
Yes, he did.
And it's almost like it's like a map, like a treasure map of like these people have votes.
Do we have? I'm looking now at Little Nouns Agora. Just kind of scrolling. Let's see.
I mean,
Oh, there's someone with an index card and a panda.
dude, look at how many one votes he got. That is insane.
Check out this Dell. I don't know. I'm gonna in the little StreamYard chat.
Look at how many voters he got who have just one little name. I mean, that is incredible.
It costs money to vote too. You know, it's like not just giving a vote; it's like spending money to give the vote.
You know, I gotta get Blooms on the stream. I'm also trying to get something set up with Optoshi. She knows how to hustle.
Bro, you can't stream with Blooms. He quit Lil Nouns, remember? He put in his formal resignation. He said, fuck y'all.
Dude, Mike, did you see how many voters he got who voted with one vote?
Can we please get these votes?
Yeah, it's because he spammed with 3 accounts. I literally can't even go into Lil Nouns chat right now and tell me which one is Blooms. If you try to tag him, you have to literally tag all 3 accounts because it's unclear which one he is now.
Bro, a vote is a vote. I need to get like 700 yeses. So I just
Sigma files for Nouns Builder is actually open source. The artwork and assets are open source CCO as well. Let me just ensure that it's public and everyone can see it. Share it. Okay.
Christmas present.
Clip done. Let me send it to you.
Oh hell yeah.
All right. And now this one we could share with the Figma file and the link to it, and that would be cool. I'm going to make like another version of this as well, like a tall version.
Actually open source. The artwork and assets are open source CCO as well. Let me just ensure that it's public and everyone can see it. Share it. Okay. Sharing it right here.
Wow. It's like unwrapping a Christmas present. Nice. I like it, Mike.
It's simple, but it'll help promote the Figma file. So that's
Figma
cool.
files for Nouns Builder is actually open source. The art.
Cool. I'll put this in our folder. Well, Google Drive. I love Google Drive. I upgraded my fucking Google Drive. Someone sent me. Did I show you guys this presentation? Someone sent me this dude that actually got me into Nouns, but he's not very present at all. His name is Borg. He was a part of like he's a part of the Frenzies crew. He's they have this, like, they want to do a nouns kayak bar, but I told him the ask was way too much. He's asking for like fucking, let me see what the actual ask is. I think it was like, they're 900E, 1.4 million. Ay. What fucking crazies. I just found this in my Google Drive. You know when you like click on people's like things and like they show up in your Google Drive?
Yeah.
900E.
Hey, I'm gonna log off. If that's okay.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, I'll be back. Their world outside of nouns calls.
All right, enjoy, man. Talk to you later.
See you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce too. Like, it's been good. I gotta get out. It's been almost 4 hours. Jeez.
Oh shit. All right, talk to you later.
All right, bye.